This is the Temple Mount from the Mount of Olives. And you can see that this kind of green area right here, when we talk about Golgotha, when we talk about Gethsemane, the olive grove that was next to the Temple Mount, we're talking about this valley right here. It's at least a little bit possible to tell from this perspective that there were kind of concentric boxes in it, right? So if you are... The speech on the Mount of Beatitudes, you're really talking about the part of Christianity that makes this religion so popular, that makes this religion so universal. Jesus is really speaking in broad strokes, and he's speaking about, I think, values that we all as humans can really connect to, and that's why this speech has become so famous, and this is why I think it's so moving for so many people to be here at this spot. So I'm just going to read a little bit about that, or a little bit of that speech, and I'll stop before we get to the end of chapter 5. When he saw the crowds, he went up to the mountain. After he sat down, his disciples came to him. Then he began to teach them, saying, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for the kingdom of heaven belongs to them. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth." When we walked through the bottom part of the chapel, not before we went up the stairs, you all saw, we saw down there kind of in the center, there was some exposed rock. It looked like kind of like a grotto down there. That is Mary's Well. I'm mentioning that because we're going to go into a church up here, and we're kind of standing right in the middle. If Mary's Well is down there, the church you'll see in a second, but it's basically up there. That is Nazareth. That is Nazareth during Jesus' time. We're talking about a tiny, tiny village. Very, very small. And now it's become... Llama is a ubiquitous, popular enough snack that there is this bag, and then there's another bag that was
We'll deal without the wine. I think this probably should put it on macro setting.
Fresh fish daily here. No skin. This is a crispy. You eat that.
Is this raised in the Sea of Galilee?
This is the white fish from the Galilee Sea. Yes.
Life, you need to have a couple of basic materials that we don't think of right now. And specifically, when you talk about how we're going to have light, if we're going to be able to light up our house after the sun goes down, we need some sort of fuel. And olive oil is one of the first fuels that we figured out how to deal with. We figured out how to cultivate, how to harvest, right? What you see behind us is the remains that they found here of an olive oil press. That is the archaeological remains of the synagogue that was from Jesus' time, from the Roman time, from the Roman period. This is different. This is an older synagogue. This is a synagogue that at least the earliest remains of it are from Byzantine period. Now, one of the things that we can see here, first and foremost, that just makes this an incredible spot is the rock. This is nothing like the rock that we saw before, right? This is white, this is marbly, this is a limestone, in the family of limestone rock, and this is not from here. It's one of the ways that we know this was an important synagogue because they brought the rock from far away. They had to bring it in. And I mean, look at some of these stones. We're talking about very, very large stones that they had to bring from far away.